Hayden, you have a proclamation for Representative Carter.
Whereas trained as a speech language pathologist, Kathy Bollinger chose early in her career to lead and develop programs and services to meet current and emerging healthcare needs. And whereas Kathy practiced at several rehabilitation hospitals in Chicago before she and her husband Tom moved to Phoenix in 1985, she was selected as the founding chief executive officer of Lutheran Heart Hospital, now known as the Banner Heart Hospital in Mesa. And whereas over the past 35 years, Kathy has served in numerous executive positions for Banner Health, including Arizona West Regional President, with responsibility for Banner Boswell Medical Center, Banner Del Webb Medical Center, Banner Estrella Medical Center, and Banner Thunderbird Medical Center. And whereas since being named president of Banner University Medical 3 years ago, Kathy has worked to build an academic enterprise inside Banner Health, which is the state's largest private employer and healthcare system. She's collaborated with the University of Arizona to achieve the shared goals of developing a transformational model of academic medicine that delivers care to patients with the most complex conditions in a highly accessible and cost-effective manner, supporting an environment of academic research that creates new knowledge and new science to improve the health of large populations of patients, and training the next generations of physicians to practice effectively in a highly integrated environment. And whereas Kathy has sponsored and mentored the growth and development of many healthcare professionals in Arizona over the past 35 years, and whereas Kathy Bollinger has provided exceptional leadership in developing world-class medical centers in Arizona for illnesses ranging from Alzheimer's disease to children's autoimmune disease. In doing so, she has significantly improved the quality of life for millions of citizens in Arizona and throughout the United States. And we are proud to recognize her for her tremendous records of accomplishment. Therefore, be it proclaimed by the members of the Arizona House of Representatives, honor Kathy Bollinger for more than 3 decades of outstanding contributions to Arizona's healthcare system and extend their best wishes for her continued success.
Thank you. Representative Carter.
Thank you very much. I rise for a point of personal privilege to introduce my guests on the floor.
Please proceed.
Thank you. Members, we have with us today a couple of guests of honor that I would like to take a moment to introduce. And as you just heard, the incredible proclamation of Kathy's dedication to the citizens of Arizona as a healthcare leader. We hear a lot about the incredible challenges we face as a community when our family members and loved ones are suffering from a variety of diseases. And your leadership at Banner has been tremendous in addressing some of these issues. But if you don't mind, I'd like to share one particular story. By no means is this an isolated example of your leadership, but it is one that is really important to the state legislature. So about 3 years ago, working with Paul Ryan, we had an ad hoc committee to address pediatric autoimmune neuropsychiatric disorders. Aren't you impressed I can say that? And through the work of the ad hoc committee, we were able to bring awareness to this disease, not only to children in Arizona, but become a national leader around best practices. And it's really through the work of organizing our constituents across many of our legislative districts, we were able to bring together not only patients, family members, but medical communities, the insurance providers, a large number of patient advocacy groups, and healthcare providers. But as you know, once you have an ad hoc committee, that doesn't necessarily mean there will be legislation. We were able to find additional dollars through our budget process, through the Department of Health Services, to invest in a small concept idea of figuring out a way we could create a center of excellence in the state of Arizona. But to do so, we needed to have a willing partner. And we are so grateful for that partner, not only with Banner, but Kathy, with your leadership. And through your leadership at Banner, you were able to work with the constituency that we brought together around this one particular issue to put Arizona at the forefront nationally around addressing pediatric autoimmune diseases. Without that type of leadership at an institution who was willing to really take up the mantle of the work that we had done at the legislature, we wouldn't be where we are at today. So she's retiring. We are here today to honor your commitment not only to this one issue and not only for Banner, but to the entire citizens of Arizona and your leadership you have provided the state. So if you wouldn't mind, members, big round of applause. Thank you for your tireless leadership.
Thank you very much.